The News4JAX I-TEAM sharing how to sue a telemarketer and win.
There is a little-known law that's turning unwanted robocalls into cash into people's pockets. I-TEAM investigator Vic Michelucci learned the secrets from a Jacksonville military veteran who has earned $20,000 so far.
Ah, the spam call.
And I'm reaching out to you today because I buy properties in your neighborhood.
Telemarketers trying to sell you everything from internet to insurance to...
Press 1 now if you wish to extend or reinstate your car's warranty.
Jimmy White is sick of it. He got a call before we could even sit down to do this interview.
If you could tell me who will be calling, then I could probably take a call.
Yeah, Christopher. His name is Christopher.
But this Navy veteran is fighting back and making big bucks doing it.
So what's your total? What have you made?
$14,250 with $6,000 in a judgment that I still need to collect.
That's right. $20,000 in about a year, all from answering those pesky and illegal robocalls.
Recorded line, go ahead.
Press 1 now.
These are money.
By the way, a robocall could mean a recorded message, a real representative who bought your contact info, or a third-party salesperson that uses an auto dialer to randomly call you. While they often use overseas call centers to do it, there's usually an American company behind it, and that is what White is after.
They've got a lot to say. They've got a sales pitch. They've got a script that they're going to run through. And so I let them talk, and I'll play interested.
This Jacksonville resident is quick to credit his mentor.
My name is Doc Compton, and I'm the owner, creator of Robocalls.cash.
He's a consumer advocate in Texas who literally wrote the book on how to make telemarketers pay.
I was getting 15 to 20 calls a day, just like everybody else. But the difference with me is that I actually knew about a federal statute that could be used to hold these robocallers accountable. And to my surprise and delight, I suppose, it actually worked and worked very well.
Compton sells a $47 kit, which breaks down the Telephone Consumer Protection Act and gives customers documents for better success. But they can do it on their own. Long story short, Congress says you can get $500 per unwanted call or text. If you're on the National Do Not Call list, that number doubles. And here in the state of Florida, a new state statute says you could be entitled up to $5,000 per message. But you have to find out who's behind those. Which is why Compton says document everything. Ask for a callback number, a website, get them to email you a proposal. Eventually, many will lead to an actual U.S.-based company. Then it is your choice to either sue the telemarketers or send them a demand letter offering to settle.
And believe it or not, more often than not, these guys just want to settle because it's way more expensive and problematic for them to actually end up in court.
In that case, the two of you agree on an amount and they cut a check. Don't believe it? Jimmy White didn't either until he got these.
We got $1,000 here, we got $1,500 here, we got $3,000 here.
And before we finished his interview.
You mind if I take this?
Yeah.
We've been trying to reach you concerning your car's extended warranty.
Another call.
This is Tom from the warranty division.
Tom patches him through to this woman.
Hello, this is Sharice. I am the representative in charge.
Who works for a Florida-based company.
We do have a payment plan option. And how that works is you're simply going to put down $299.
White is now going to send her bosses a letter that could cost them thousands because he says they're repeat offenders.
Do you ever feel bad doing this? Do you feel guilty?
No. I put my number on the federal do not call list and on the state do not call list. I don't want to be bothered. I have a life. But if they're going to bother me, I'm going to do my part to help enforce the law as Congress intended.
He believes if enough people fight back, the telemarketers might think twice. Here's something you should do right now. Register for the Do Not Call list. That'll help cut down on some of the calls, and it will increase the potential penalties for the robocallers. It is important to point out some robocalls are exempt from the rules. Those include calls from charities, political calls, and debt collectors. Tark and Joy, interesting stuff here.
It is, Vic. So you tried to go after the robocallers yourself to see how it's done. Any luck?
Well, Jimmy White is our local expert, and he told me it does take some time, but it is worth it because he now has $15,250 in cash as of tonight. And when those outstanding settlements are paid to him, he'll have even more, potentially more than $20,000. I started just a few weeks ago, and I have gotten some calls and text messages. One telemarketer connecting me to someone in Arizona. Once he sends me the proposal, I'll send him a demand letter and let him know that he's breaking the law. In fact, just 5 minutes ago, he texted me. So certainly the wheels are turning here, and I will let everyone know how this turns out. By the way, if you want that kit that I talked about in my story, it walks you through the entire process. We have posted a direct link on our website, News4JAX.com. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, thanks, Vic. We look forward to your follow-up report.